song. And this was the house party, different sequences. Oh, there we go, it's back now. Any feedback from anyone before I say the bits? Anna?
I feel like this idea is really cool, especially the transitions, but there are so many shots, I feel like it might end up look rushing if you try to squeeze every single one in it. So maybe you could just cut off like a couple extra ones, because otherwise you would end up not spending enough time on any of them, and it will just be like cut. But the song is not like that fast to make so many cuts.
Good, valid, yeah, Ted?
Did you say the character pushes the camera away at one point?
Yeah, so it's kind of she pushes it sideways, so it's as if it blurs into
I like
another
that.
shot.
But then didn't you also say that we also like see it from the perspective of like as if we were the TV as well? I feel like
No, it's as if the TV was it's as if we didn't exist ever in this music video. The TV's just behind them, so the TV light's sort of hitting them.
Oh
from the
right,
front,
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I like the swiping of the camera. It kind of reminds me of an old music video by The Prodigy where like it's like shot from the perspective of a girl or something. But I don't know if that's what you're going for, like as if it's the perspective of someone else or like just something futuristic. I don't know. But yeah, I do like that camera idea.
T?
You said you wanted to do like one continuous shot. I think that's gonna be kind of hard to get people in the right place at the right time, and then you holding a camera moving around. I think you need to like rehearse it a lot so you can get. Because if you're gonna just take one take of a really long shot, it's gonna be really hard.
Del?
Also, it might be a bit difficult even for the main person in the video to remember like what sequence it's in and what small things to do, because you had a lot of small details like in what you said, and it'll be really difficult for them to remember like all the small things that you wanted to include in them. So maybe like make it broader, so like
Bex?
I love the song. I did love the song, it was really nice. I think it worked really well for like a music video from here. Did you say the female singer, she's never like going to the camera? It's always like to her friends, like we don't exist kind of thing.
No, so she's the only one who's performing to the camera, so everyone else can't see it.
Okay. I think that's a great idea. I was thinking of something else that I thought could work, but I think that's a great idea and I love this song.
So first of all, in terms of the detail and the way you thought it through is fantastic. You've got everything, and although you've got it in a particular way, and I know you were like not thinking, it's so clear, you know exactly where this is going, where it is, and it's completely thought out. So in that element, well done. That's incredibly detailed and excellent. It's difficult because I have to approach this in a couple of ways. One is to help you to produce it and make the absolute best, and the other is being practical. And I would say that your video is incredibly ambitious for now. It's ambitious for you, essentially, because it is you that's going to be filming this to do this. Every sequence you've told me about, every one of them is problematic, there's something to consider, something to do, and for that reason, you would not get it all filmed in one day, which is the time that you're allowed, but also, even if we could absolutely push it and do it, you would, I feel, whatever group you were in would need so much help to bring it together because you've made it so difficult. This is such a good idea, save it to when you're in a position and ability where you can produce this and make this the way you want to, and you're not confined by our limitations of you have a day to film and everything else, because it would be a shame to compromise what is clearly a very good video, but realistically for an amateur production, incredibly ambitious. Couple of things on the idea itself. Eyes are always something, I don't know why, every year like eyes and looking in and drugs is always something people are interested by. It's been done to death. Find a way of approaching the eyes rather than going in and seeing what eyes are doing. Her singing and everyone else doing stuff and her being around it is a lovely image. So if you were going to develop this into something that you could film and make yourself, that this girl singing and performing the song whilst everything's going on around her is a really nice vision. And if you imagine like a TV with her friends mucking around in different stages, that could be a nice performance where she's performing and you could even speed it up so she's going slow and everyone around her is going fast. But you would need something that would entertain us for 3 minutes, but that image of her singing and almost kind of solitary, she's the one that sees us, no one else does, like, it's kind of sad and isolated, and I like that image. Build around that if it's something you want to pursue. Otherwise, very, very good. I'm going